What's going on, guys? It is the Poke King, and we're back with another banger. We're going to be taking a look at the 2025 Pokemon NAIC winner, Isaiah Bradner's Gardevoir EX deck. Isaiah has been on a tear when it comes to the international play. Last year with NAIC against Tord, and then this year with the Gardy mirror match. I am calling Gardevoir EX the best Pokemon deck of all time. I think it beats the original Zorg GX. This deck has gone through so many different renditions and it's seen so many tops. So Isaiah was playing the best Pokemon deck of all time. So let's get into the deck profile. Keeping it very simple, Isaiah was playing 3 of the traditional Ralts. So of course the Gardevoir lineup is pretty standard ever since we lost the refinement Kirlia. You're going to be playing 3 of the Ralts from Scarlet and Violet, and then you're going to play 2 of the Kirlias from Scarlet and Violet. So these are the 2 big changes that kind of have been made to the deck, the biggest being the refinement Kirlia, and we've seen that this is probably the most optimal line: 3 Ralts, 2 Kirlia, because you want to make room for some support Pokemon. We're playing 2 Gardevoir EX. This has pretty much been common for the last like 2 years. So playing just your standard Gardevoir EX. Psychic Embrace, one of the best abilities ever to come out in Pokemon, and then Miracle Force, just a really good beat stick kind of attack for 190. And then Gardevoir recovers from all special conditions, so not bad right there. The main highlight, and then once again, I think if Gardevoir EX wasn't in Scarlet and Violet, I think a card like Munkidori would be that next, like, okay, this card set the format. I personally think Munkidori has kind of changed the format. Badoo did, but Munkidori's been around a little bit longer. Munkidori reminds me a lot almost of like Radiant Greninja from the standpoint of 2 different cards, yes, very similar stats, but just the ability is something that almost all decks can use, and you're finding people splashing Munkidori and some dark energies in there. Isaiah played 4 just because, once again, if you prize 1 or 2, you don't ever just want to have access to 1 Munkidori, because we're in what we call, people were saying the Badoo Wars. We're in something called the Munkidori Wars, so where you want to have the most Munkidoris out on the board, and then being able to just basically send that damage over to different Pokemon. And then the only thing he's playing for your regular basic 1 prizer Pokemon is a Screamtail, so there's no Drifloon, no Shaman, no Badoo in this deck list, just very consistent. Now I will say this: if you're going to basically play this deck at any locals, cups, or challenge, I think you should play the 2nd place winning deck, just because it hits more matchups with like the Badoo, the Shaman, but I think with Isaiah it was basically, hey, I'm gonna put a card like Munkidori, have 3 of them out. And the way I'm going to basically have my bench is that if I'm playing up against Dragapult DX, it doesn't matter, because any of the 60 damages that they do, I'm going to basically just shoot it back at them. So super powerful card there. And so only 1 Screamtail. 1 Lillie's Clefairy EX helps you win pretty much the Dragapult war. So the fact that Gardy still got this card is absolutely crazy. And then we're still getting Jellicent. 1 Mew EX, such a really good versatile card. Hakim is really good against the Charizard matchup, even against Dragapult, even against Raging Bolt. It's pretty cool. 1 Fezandipiti EX, and once again, this is the best support draw Pokemon in the game. So Isaiah was just playing 1 of those. And that's all the Pokemon Isaiah played. Okay, so next up for the supporters, Isaiah was keeping it very consistent. You're looking at very similar to like Brent Tonneson, how he kind of changed up the whole Gardevoir lineup. This is very similar to when Tord played this at last year's World 2 years ago World Championship against Mew EX, just being very consistent. So for Professor's Research, which I think Gardy should always play 4 of these, when they were going more Arven heavy, I think they were kind of shying away. For Iono, once again, Gardy loves Iono. Pretty much this card was made for this deck. It's just so good, allowing to, once again, good late game, good beginning of the game. 2 Arven, because we are playing a heavy lineup of the Evolution TM and the Turbo Energize. So Arven able to search out that, also search out the rare candies. And then we're playing 1 Boss's Order. You're playing counter catcher, so Boss is there kind of for when you need it to kind of gust around different decks. We're keeping he kept the items very, very simple. So for Ultra Ball, you pretty much know what that does. He's going to be playing 3 Earthen Vessels. You want to see your energies as much as possible. I feel like Gardevoir loses when you don't see your energies. So usually when you open up Earthen Vessel, that's super strong, because once again, Badoo is still a card in the format, which can slow you down. 2 Nest Balls, once again, just to search out things like another Munkidori, another Ralts, or the Screamtail. and then also even off of like a Fezandipiti, 2 Rare Candy. Sometimes you have to go really turbo into the Gardevoir EX, so you need sometimes Rare Candy, especially on like a really bad start. 2 Stretchers, once again versatile, getting back Fezandipiti EX, getting back things like, you know, if you prize one of your Gardevoir EX, you're gonna need the Night Stretcher. 1 E-Switch, really cool play with the Munkidoris, to where you don't have to have the energy for the attachment. So even if you're, for example, behind in the Munkidoris, for the energy attachment, Energy Switch can allow you to come back there. 1 Counter Catcher, once again just relying on only 2 forms of Gusting, Counter Catcher, and Boss's Order, so really have to save that. And then 1 Super Rod, being able to shuffle back in lineups of Gardevoir EX, the Ralts, the Kirlia. 1 Secret Box, basically the best ace spec to play for this deck. And then for the items, we have the Bravery Charm, we have the Machine, Technical Machine Turbo Energize. This is really good, especially against Badoo decks that are going to Badoo you. You can just Arven, get the Turbo Energize, and get the energies out of the deck and onto your Pokemon. So super versatile there. Double Tech Machine Evolution if someone, once again, is going very Badoo heavy, or you're afraid of getting like knocked out with like a Terra Box deck, or anything like that, Rogue, you can go Technical Machine Evolution double times to basically get into your Gardevoir EX, so really versatile there. 2 Artazon, once again, Gardevoir's always been playing this card, so it's just so good. And then for the energies, super simple, 4 Dark Energies, once again, playing for if you prize 1, and then we're playing 4, and then 7 total Psychic Energies. And guys, that was the 2025 Isaiah Bradner's Pokemon NAIC Championship deck list. Alright guys, so that was Isaiah Bradner's Gardevoir EX deck that once again took down the 2025 Pokemon NAIC Championship. Isaiah's been making his name, so I'm excited to see once again that the best Pokemon deck of all time, Gardevoir EX, has made another finish. So let me know in the comment section down below, do you think even in black and white, there's also a card called Jellicent EX that's coming out that may be played in Gardevoir and give it some shine? So let me know in the comment section down below if you think black and white may change the trajectory of Gardevoir EX. Let me know what you thought of the deck list from Isaiah. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, become part of the Poke Kingdom. It's been your king. Peace.